everybody, this is Edward, and this is the Slop Horror.
What's up? We watched a movie called Re-Animator.
Yeah.
What'd you think about Re-Animator, bruh?
I liked it. I liked the gore. I liked the practical effects. I even liked the cast. They didn't seem
Awful? No,
awful.
that was amazing,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
It's H.P. Lovecraft is really hard to adapt sometimes, so seeing a decent adaptation of his work is really welcomed.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely. This movie was fucking balls to the wall. Like,
Yeah.
It starts out a little slow, but only a little slow.
Yeah.
And it just goes nuts.
Yeah.
During the last quarter of the movie, it really was the pedal of metal, and it's a fun time, you know?
Yeah. Before we get to the last part of the movie, let's talk
start
about
at the beginning.
let's talk about Jeffrey Combs first. Herbert West.
Yep.
Amazing. This guy should be in more stuff. He was in The Frighteners as the cop, the crazy batshit cop.
As Herbert West.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But really,
Good actor.
amazing.
Yeah.
He just nailed it.
He's got a decent voice for like horror movies, you know?
Mm-hmm. Got
Very
that quirkiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The quirkiness to it. They actually follow through with everything. And
Right.
What about the supporting cast?
Sporting cast. The
they
guy that
were
played
okay,
Dan
hit
was.
or miss.
He was very bland, but I mean, that's.
He was.
But he wasn't the main
typecast for it.
focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely Herbert was just.
Yeah.
And the other scientist dude,
Mm-hmm.
forgot his name already.
The bad boy.
Yeah, the ultimate bad antagonist of the movie, which we think is Herbert West in the beginning.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, when you walk into that first scene
Mhm.
with him. Oof.
By the end of the movie, though, it's not even good versus bad. It's
Yeah.
just got a bunch of
It's just a
antagonists
whole
working
bunch of
with this
gray.
awful,
Yeah,
situation.
definitely. And we talked about the blood and the gore.
Yep.
What do you think about the practical effects?
Amazing.
Not as good as The Thing, but really, really
It's
close.
hard to live up to the thing, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah.
But, you know, once you have something that high up on a pedestal and you can find something that comes close to that, appreciate it.
Yeah.
We don't have
With
to
the
say it again.
Re-Animator movie we just watched, we can compare that to the thing and not be disappointed. And I think that speaks volumes for how good of a movie it was, and at least a must-watch.
Yeah.
Definitely a must-watch in my
Like-
opinion. I hadn't seen this movie before. I've been recommended it dozens of times, but I
Yeah.
was never in the mood for it. But
Yeah.
It's honestly my first time ever hearing it.
really,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, for H.P. Lovecraft, you got to kind of be in a certain mood for it, you know.
You're right. See, I saw
Never a
the
happy ending. You
Right.
know?
yeah, I saw the Frighteners first, and I knew Jeffrey Combs from that.
Right.
And then I was referred to Re-Animator to where he became famous. And
Yeah.
then I was like, okay, I'll check it out one of these days. But I'm glad today was the day. It really, it's good for an October marathon.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, fun October movie. It'll give you a couple surprises. Like, it seems like you know where it's going at first, but then it has a couple twists and turns along the way. You know.
Yeah.
Definitely don't skimp out. Like, if it's a little slow in the beginning, give it a little time
Yeah.
to build up, because it definitely ramps up the insanity.
One of the slow parts that actually interested me was the pencil scene
Yeah.
where he was just breaks the pencil, and I'm like, where's this going?
Yeah.
And you find out
Yeah.
just to piss someone off, but it was just so weird of a scene.
Definitely.
The build, the
I mean,
atmosphere.
like, they could have went with like how he suggests. It's like, I suggest you get a pen, Mr. West. You know, it's like the most annoying thing I could think of is somebody sitting there clicking a pen, just click,
Yeah.
click, click, click. But it's like, no, just snapping pencils at
Boris from
somebody.
GoldenEye, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, that can really trigger somebody.
Good. Definitely.
I want an extended scene of just Herbert West being petty as hell.
When the movie finally picked up a little bit, we got to the cat scene.
Cat.
Which reminds me of Church from Pet Cemetery.
Oh, the
Which
cat.
a lot of this movie kind of resembles Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
Just
Especially
in needle
with the
form.
cat.
It's brought to you instead of going to the Pet
To
Cemetery.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the cat was kind of like, holy shit, this guy's
Yeah.
a fucking crazy asshole mad scientist.
Now, do we believe him that he did kill the cat or didn't kill the cat? Because I say he killed the cat.
He had a
obviously.
pretty good excuse.
He had a pretty good excuse.
But he was making excuses the entire movie
Yeah.
while blackmailing all along.
Yeah.
Herbert West the whole time is a manipulator to get his goals done.
Yep.
You know, from the moment they're recording in the morgue, and he shows him that at the end of that scuffle, he's showing that not
I
only
have
is he
control
in it,
over you.
you're trapped in here with me now.
Yep.
You know.
you've become part of this, whether you like it or not.
I think he definitely killed the cat as a test subject, though.
Yeah.
Probably. It seemed that way.
Yeah.
It's a little too easy to get the subject.
Well, that and how quickly into the scene they brought up the cat, that they had seen the cat and the cat disappeared to the cat suffocating.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about the music? The intro, the score throughout?
Very atmospheric.
Very nice.
Yeah.
At first, it, like what you said, it seemed kind of like cartoony-ish.
Almost kind of like a Danny Elfman kind of jaunty. Like,
yeah.
Almost out of character, but then it kind of swells in different parts of the later
Right.
movie where it really sets the scene.
Right. The intro builds up, and you really want to like, okay, this movie sounds cool, but
Yeah.
it sounds kind of
Kind of hokey.
Yeah.
kind of hokey, yeah. And then the regular score is just this like, not foreboding,
But
it was like
It's
building
more-
dread
Yeah.
almost.
What I liked about it is it didn't lead you like a normal horror movie would
Right.
to the points of where it's like, okay, this is where you
Right.
jump, this is where you're scared.
The modern tropes
this
of like
this felt like it was purely atmospheric. Atmospheric.
like not the modern violin
Yeah.
builds to a scary part, the almost manufactured, forced scary
Yeah.
parts. This
yeah,
was scary, and the music just complemented that very well, which is
it did complement the movie.
which is
like,
rare.
Everything
modern times.
that happened, there was like, it had feeling to it. You
It
felt-
swelled
yeah,
with the scene, you
Yeah.
know,
right.
with
Yeah.
Plum.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the movie, you don't hear the theme the entire time.
Yeah.
And then that theme, when the end credits hit, you're just like, fuck yeah, there's that music. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That and
Good
the music
score.
didn't smother everything else out. Like
Yeah.
the narration, the
Mhm.
people.
Or the
what
action
was-
scenes, even.
Yeah,
That'd be
what
very
was
easy
going on
to,
in the scene.
to drown out what's happening in the scene. It's there, but it's not overbearing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Which, the sound effects are really cool too, though.
Yeah.
All the blood and the gore was like gushy, and you could
The
hear
blood
every
bags.
bit of it.
When
Yeah.
you could hear the blood
You
bags
could
squirting out.
and mushy, and it was just
Ugh.
very
Dangling
in your
flaps.
ears,
How-
in your
the
face.
shovel. The
Yeah.
shovel made
Yeah.
one of the best sounds.
Yeah. The shovel scene, I think, was the best sound
Yeah.
effect for sure.
Like,
Which
that was
leads
really
me
well
to
done.
the headless body. That was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Especially when it first shows up.
I wasn't expecting that
That was
to
a good
be,
one.
you know, the driving force of our
Yeah.
bad guy.
There is one moment where the body is kind of dirtling around, and the head just rolls out. It's like, oh boy, look at this guy. Where it's like, you know what, they might take this a direction I don't like, but it really quickly rebuilds. He's a scary guy that can't
Yeah.
be killed.
Yeah, at first I'm like, I don't know if I like this direction. But bam. It just
Yeah.
like, it got like, the antagonist is here. And it gets fucking batshit, and it's cool.
Yeah.
Go
The
for it.
doctor scene where he's holding the fake head on his shoulders
Yeah.
and sneaking into the morgue. Beautiful.
It wasn't afraid
That
to
was
do like
fucking awesome.
light-hearted stuff like
Yeah.
that. There's like, you know, it kind of takes you like, ha ha.
Clever,
you
witty
know?
stuff, because you see
It was
that
very
head very plainly throughout the
Something
movie.
you would see in a cartoon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Muppet Baby.
Very disorientingly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Some
very.
uncanny valley shit.
Yeah. It was very cool to see, and you laugh at it, but you're kind of grossed out half the time because you know what's under it.
Especially
And
later,
it's
whenever
very visual. What's
whenever
under
they
it.
kind of clash later with the you know, the Muppet Baby trench coat body,
Mhm.
and you know, pops that head off, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh wait, this is actually still horrifying. It turns out.
Very horrifying.
Ah.
One of my favorite scenes was when he was talking to the dad, the dean of the school, and he's holding the head up, and the head is perfectly in line with the reflection of the guy in the two-way glass.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was just perfect. Obviously, that was very artsy of them, but I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Like, I was a sucker for it, for sure.
The ending didn't go in the direction I thought. I was thinking he was going to do like a head transplant for a new
Mhm.
body.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah,
And
and,
then,
it completely just
Yeah.
blew that out, and I loved it.
Well,
Yeah.
up until that point, he only knew what Herbert had showed him. You know, after
Yeah.
this, it's like he's kind of stuck in that, I guess, lifestyle. Kind of the cycle
Phase.
continues. He has his notes. He'll continue the work, and
right.
unless his lady love, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you never know. I mean, you kind of do. It's Lovecraft, but it's fun little repeating the cycle there. You know, fun stuff.
Yeah. Which brings us to the end scene with all the big fights, the big
Yes, that is
the goriest of the gore.
definitely
of
the climax, the best practical
So
effect
cool.
use in the movie.
Oh my god!
It's like
beautiful.
they waited. There were practical effects scenes before that. They're like, okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. You know, oh, that's a neat little little details in the gore scenes. You know, that
Mhm.
like you pointed out the 2-finger blood stain
Yeah,
on
there was
the wall.
there was a scene where a guy gets his 2 fingers cut off. There's
Yeah.
obviously 3 left,
Yeah.
including the thumb.
Right.
And the
Just
guy
got
gets
a little
thrown against the
cut
wall, and when he hits the wall with his hand, there's only 3 marks there,
Yeah.
which I thought was a nice little
Yeah.
detail because
Yeah.
you don't always have that exact blood spatter.
Yeah, but once you get
It
to
was
the
cool.
ending, just maximum overdrive. They really go all out on the prosthetics. It's almost. I think it all is all practical effects. At the
Pretty
end of the
sure
movie,
most
you
of
know?
it's all practical effects.
Yeah.
It's really well done.
Yeah.
Definitely really cool. The guts flying out because the guy can control things with his mind now. Apparently, it seemed like he controlled all the other dead bodies
Yeah.
too. So he's controlling his body and he's controlling the literal insides,
All the parts of it.
Yeah.
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 which is fucking
Weird.
genius.
Yeah,
in my
just
opinion.
like, oh, we're gonna make him overdose. If only made me stronger. Blah.
Yeah.
You know. I do wish. One thing I do wish. Like I know it. One leaves it ambiguous with. Spoiler alert.
I think we're done with
that.
that.
Yeah. The part where Herbert is wrapped up and being pulled towards the corpse, I really wish we would have gotten a good ribs crunching down scene on Herbert, some kind of finality to
Yeah,
it.
because
It's like the thing.
Yes.
he doesn't really
almost
say
like
that he's
Yeah.
dead, but he probably
Yeah.
is. But
They're seeing.
But how
Yeah,
dead is he? Was
okay.
he just choked out and reanimated? Because technically the problem was never solved.
all
I
the
mean,
juice was gone though.
Well,
They'd have to make new
technically,
juice.
new juice, you know.
Yeah.
Once he reanimates Herbert, would he have access to that knowledge? You know, could he get him?
But he's dead,
the
though.
green sauce.
The head's dead. The body's not.
Mhm.
Technically, that we
The
know.
body had some kind of
He lived.
sentience to it, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, that was after
Red-
being like double dosed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. So that brings us to the end of the review. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you've seen Re-Animator. Tell us what you think.
And if you have any ideas
It's a
for
good movie.
any future movies, any ideas that you want us to review, drop them in the comments, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Mr. Red out.
I'm out.
Slop out!